Hey guys, alright, so here's what happened. I was at the park hitting with one of my friends, and I had this guy came up to me and he's like, "Can you teach me how to hit your forehand? Because you have good modern forehand. You have like," and the concept of modern forehand has become really popular lately. I've been seeing it all over like YouTube, and what that generally means, I think what that concept generally focuses on is a little more compact swing, but especially the wrist snap and racket lag. So like this motion right here, right? This this action that that people see, and I wanted to make a video about this because I think it's a very dangerous subject to focus in on, because a lot of people they don't recognize the entire stroke actually includes, and it doesn't really. The racket lag happens naturally, and a lot of people don't realize that. So like you get a video like this where it's pulled up. You get a video like this where you have Roger Federer. Roger Federer, so ATP modern tennis forehand technique, and then thumbnail is Roger Federer with this like insane wrist lag. So like that's not the video is not wrong. I'm not saying the video is wrong, but there's a danger in people that do not have as much experience, or like more casual players, and people that don't study the technique or know like or like have felt how the muscles activate, to see a video like this, because they're going to zero in on this whole hype concept, right? But what they don't see is how the shoulders are engaged, the hips are engaged, and the racket will lag purely because it is at the end of your hand when you're making this shift into the ball, this rotation, and it's at the end of your hand. It's not connected to you. Your wrist isn't made of steel, so the racket will lag. It will lag and generate the speed. But the speed does not start from your wrist motion. The wrist motion is a product of all the rotation and using your body. So I guess my 2 cents, to especially to players that want to get better at tennis, is that they need to work on the fundamentals of the stroke before, or like you never really even need to just focus on, like, nobody's doing this shadow swing motion. No one's going like that. Like none of the high level players are just isolating this and going like that. Okay? So what do I mean by fundamentals, right? I mean like getting your body engaged, how to shift your weight, how to have a backswing in a way that gets everything prepared, everything loaded. And in my opinion, that's a lot more important than focusing on this one concept that's very hyped up. Because if you watch a slow motion video like this, right, this becomes extremely pronounced because of how slow the video is. You're able to see how much it flexes back, but you don't really see that when you have a video going full motion and they're swinging at normal speed, right? So slow motion, when broken down by someone that doesn't really know how to develop a stroke, slow motion is actually quite dangerous, because you don't know what muscles are working when you're watching a video, unless you already unless you have experience with it yourself, right? Or you've already had this information that, all right, these engage and then this is the result. Okay, so for some reference, I'm gonna take a look at my forehand, and I actually think I have too much racket lag, or too much, like my racket flips too much. It's starting to get too hard for me to time some of these balls. Right, so if you look here, we've got on my forehand. I'll be hitting come back. Oh, that's a nice shot. But let's look at those again. Let's look at a couple of those again. Okay, that one was better. Okay, so as you can see, like, there, yeah, my forehand is, like, more of the modern forehand. But those things you need to realize is a lot of the wrist snap and lag, it's happening more naturally. What people should be paying attention to here is, let's try to get a slow motion going. Okay, so this is more of what you want to focus on, right? The move, the initial move, getting everything engaged right away so you can hit the ball, right? So you can unload and hit, right? But if you look at my stroke full motion and then you slow it down, right? Then you really see the racket lag. You see the lag like a lot more than if it was like full speed. Okay, even though I do go through the ball really well here, but sometimes I don't. People don't realize that it's really hard to time this if the rest of your body is not stable. Like, the pros are so strong in their core and their legs that when they hit, they can get through the contact point very well, even with all that velocity of the snap, which is the product of everything else. Okay, so that's a little bit more of a breakdown of what's going on there. Okay. Yeah, I think, like, the older I get, because I'm way past my tennis prime, right? That I should actually decrease a little bit of the lag. It's getting harder for me to time the ball because of the physical stuff, right? That's just sloppy footwork, but hey, I'm not a player anymore, I'm only a coach now. Yeah, see, like, right away, shoulder turn, body engaged, and then, hit. I think I open up too early because I'm not strong enough to control this whole flip thing right now. So yeah, I think it's a lot more, it would be a lot more productive for players that want to learn how to hit the ball well, to work on that engaging, like, your stroke in an athletic way, right? Medicine ball throws and stuff like that. Even older players who are more casual, even just getting a basketball or any kind of ball and going through the motion of throwing a ball using your body in various stances, how you're feeling, how the muscles engage, that'll help before you guys ever think about this. Because honestly, I don't think a lot of higher level players think about this. It's a product of everything that's happened. And as especially in the men's game, and it's not sexist to say this because that's just how the men's game is. Like, this came along because, yes, I would say the ball, it results in a heavier ball, and that's what a lot of people want, but you cannot skip to that level. You have to do all the other stuff with training your body, getting all of the fundamentals close to good enough so that speed and is the result and you're able to get it in comfortably. Okay, so that is my 2 cents. And yeah, I really hope that this coming from, because I'm a coach and I'm an assistant coach at a college, and I'm a certified tennis coach who teaches private lessons and competitive players as well. So coming from someone that's, I would say, studies tennis a very good amount, and from more of like the inside of the tennis world, and to get this perspective on what's a little bit more important to focus on when trying to develop your stroke or your game, um, and not to let all these hype things um, have you like carry you away. You know, it's not like it's like the newest social media trend, um, but you have to have those fundamentals. So, yeah, go out, try it out, try these things out, and let me know how it goes. And if you guys have any questions, comment on the video and tell me your results. I'd love to hear them. I hope I was able to help you with this, and good luck.